Git hooks. What are they and how they can be useful in our day-to-day life as a developer? Let's see that. Hooks are the programs or the scripts that will be triggered by Git itself on certain actions. These actions can be commit, push, pull, this kind of the actions. Uses Git hooks are used to verify, to validate, or to notify on specific actions. Git hooks can be used to add some functionality. For example, remove white space from the files. It can also be used as a checkpoint. For an example, if trailing white space are there in the files, do not commit. So these hooks can be used to be pre-verified and abort the operations, as well as for the post notification after the operation is done. Location. You will find predefined Git hooks in the .git/hooks directory. Once you have defined the hook and it is working as expected, in any case, if you want to bypass those checkpoints, if you want to bypass those validations, in that case, you can add this no verify option in that Git command. We have two types of hooks, client side and server side. So client side hooks can be invoked on pre-commit, post-commit in this kind of the scenarios, whereas server side hooks can be invoked once we have received any post commits. So it can be like pre-receive, post-receive. Also, one thing to note over here is whatever the changes you are making in this .git/hooks directory, it will always be limited to your local repository only. It won't be pushed and it won't be available in the Git tracking mechanism. How to write these Git hooks? So you can write it in shell script such that bash script. You can write it in Perl. You can write it with Python. So you can write them in whatever language you are familiar with. Also, if you want to use the bundled hook scripts such that the predefined scripts provided to you by Git, in that case, you need to rename those scripts. And also, I have found this particular thing that you can't have your own name of the hooks, because based on that particular name, Git will decide that when to execute that particular hook. If you want to get more details regarding the hooks available in this .git/hooks directory, please visit the links that I have provided in the description box. Yep, so let's quickly see how these hooks will work. So as I have mentioned, these predefined Git hooks will be available in this .git/hooks directory. So over here, you can see that the type is sample file. So what you need to do if you want to utilize any of this file, in that case, just open that file and save that particular file without any extension as an all file type. So I have got one such file that is pre-commit. It means that before executing the commit, it will utilize this script and it will utilize the operations mentioned in this script to validate, to verify the content of the file. Right now, I am in the Git repository. So you can see that I have a file called requirement.txt. So this file contains trailing white spaces, and this particular hook called pre-commit, in this Git has already provided that particular operation in which if there are trailing spaces in the file, it won't allow you to commit. So over here, let's say I am using this command git add untrack and then git commit -m trailing space. And you can see that I have got this notification, I have got this message that trailing white space. Hence, it has aborted the commit operation. Also, in case if you want to bypass or override this particular checkpoint, what you can do is you can use this option --no --verify. Let me cancel this operation. And as I have mentioned earlier, that in case if you are changing the name of Git hook file, let's say if you are putting your own name, in that case it won't work. So for example, let me rename this pre-commit to the some random names, check commit, something like this. Okay, and let me again try to use the git commit command. So git add untrack git commit -m trailing space, enter, and you can see that this time this checkpoint, this validation has not worked